The Lakers have won. Yes, the Lakers have won 2 in a row. We're back home at Crypto, and the Lakers are 116. Yes, 116 to the Portland Trailblazers 110. Lakers 116. Portland Trailblazers 110. Our instant reaction and the questions from all of those listeners, keep sending them in to the Larry Lakers. Dribbling Chit Chat. We'll answer your questions. We'll discuss them. Thanks for the questions and the chit chat on the Larry Lakers. Here's our first one. What impressed you here? Who did they win without? Well, the Lakers had to play today without LeBron and without Jalen Hood-Schifino. Yes, another win for the Lakers without Jalen Hood-Schifino. No Vando, no Gabe Vincent. The Lakers a little short-handed, particularly without Schifino. People are wondering what's it going to be like when he's back. He must be something special. Pelinka, he's depending on him for another 20 points a game. But let's have a look at what else. Without LeBron, calf injury in the turn, they thought he hit the other leg, but of course there was a clip on the back of the calf from KD. So in the game against Phoenix, so LeBron out, AD stepped right up. Anthony Davis, 30 points, 13 rebounds, most of those defensive. Rui Hachimura, 8 points, 8 of his 19 points, 19 points, but 8 of those came. Somebody woke Rui up, and they were in the final 343. But we needed them. Every time the Lakers inched away from this team, it looked like someone asked on our chit chat, was it sort of garbage time extended playing against Portland? But every time we pulled away, we let Portland back in. Portland at one stage led by as many as 8 points, and then the Lakers led by as many as 14 and let them back in. It's a game of inching away, letting them back in. A couple of guys that stood out for Portland, a couple of guys for the Lakers, but every time AD came back on, we actually went backwards for a little bit, and then AD established himself and got us back in the game. Let's break it down right now on the Larry Lakers. Okay, who stood out? Well, great question there from Sean at Abbey Takeaway. Thanks. Send your questions in to the Larry Lakers at gmail.com or put them in the comments below on the Larry Lakers dribbling chit chat. But Anthony Davis, what a game he had, 30 points. Plus 17. AD stood out tonight. Every time he went off, they sort of held for a bit, then slipped, and then AD, come on, let's slip even further, sadly. But AD, the next couple of plays, he would counter, he would finish strong. Good on you, AD. 10 to 20 from field goals. 0-1, it was a pretty deep last, late in the shot clock attempt there. Wasn't a legit attempt as well as he's shot it this year, I believe. But 10 to 12, so he got to the free throw line. All the critics said, get to the foul line, AD, attack the basket. 13 rebounds, but just 2 of those offensive. He tapped a few, but he didn't quite pull them in. Go and have a look at the game. 11 defensive rebounds, 6 assists, so he held it. We said, why isn't he a better passer for a guy that grew up? One of our listeners asked once, he grew up playing point guard, AD, had a growth spurt, ended up being a forward centre. But tonight, 6 assists counted for AD. So 30 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. He was heading into triple-double territory. Not AD's normal go, but we'll celebrate it. No steals, 3 blocks for AD, 1 turnover, and 30 points. Plus 17 in the real plus-minus. In a game we only won by 6. That tells you something. AD playing well. Plus 17 in the real plus. But just a 6-point differential in the game. So when AD wasn't on, we're in a little bit of trouble there. Taurean Prince had a decent game, broke about even at +1 in the real plus-minus. 11 points there, 5 and 9 for shooting, 0 for 3. We got to get that 3-pointer going, at least in the last game against Phoenix. He faked it and took it to the hoop. A 2 will do. We keep going for 3s when a 2 will do. Taurean Prince, he tried the 3, didn't come off. Just the 3 rebounds, but this guy is just steady enough. I think we keep playing him as a starter, but he is a steady player. He will find a way to get the job done. Mixing with the right company. Taurean Prince, that's why he's available for that sort of money. He's a good role player, but a classy role player, and always has been. Often a nuisance when we played against him in the Lakers. Maybe that's how Pelinka plays him. Have one good game against the Lakers and he'll triple your pay, Pelinka. That maybe has recency bias in the Pelinka stakes, but maybe it'll pay off big time. Rui Hachimura, great last couple of minutes, but he cruised around. He came into the starting lineup. It was Davis, Prince, Hachimura, Cam Reddish, who definitely deserved the go, and D'Angelo Russell. So Russell, Davis, the Prince, Hachimura, and the Reddish there. There your five. And an interesting mix because of LeBron being out. So we got Rui. He started well early, 6 of 10 from the field goals, faded away a bit, but then finished strong again. Just the 5 rebounds, but he got some important ones. 2 assists, 2 steals, that long reach. 1 turnover, nice on the turnovers tonight, the Lakers. Really, most of the starters quite efficient in terms of the turnovers. The poor old Portland, a couple of times, quite a lot of injuries, at least 4 starters injured for Portland. But they'd throw one, and occasionally they'd throw it and go all the way back over half, all the way to out. Just that kickback and not rooting each other. Poor old Portland, but nice low count on the turnovers for the Lakers tonight. Go and have a look at the stats. We'll put them up for you right here. Plus 10 for Cam Reddish. So nice finish. Sorry. Rui Hachimura, plus 17. Let's stay with Rui. Plus 17 for his 19 points. Finish strong, 19 points, filling in for LeBron. You've got to be happy. If some dude's filling in for LeBron, he gets you 19 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Look, not quite as many points, but close. Not quite as many rebounds as LeBron, somewhere around it, 6, 7, 8. But the assist, just the 2, where LeBron might get you 9. So a little down, but gee, it was handy. He was a professional. He knew when to win it at the right times. D'Angelo Russell, we asked, can this guy play like against Denver when they cause him problems? Can he be a real plus to us without hitting the 3? Tonight he dribbled around, he hung back, he did some little things there. He took control of the game. 32 minutes there. AD played the 41, which when you've got games again in 2 days and then a back-to-back, you wonder what's going on there for AD and even LeBron or the guys that are hurt and coming back from some minutes. D'Angelo Russell, Cam Reddish, let's do it. 38 minutes, 7 of 10. What a great field goal percentage. 3 of 3 from the foul line, 1 of 3 from that 3 where he hit 5 the other day. 6 defensive rebounds and 1 offensive. So 7 rebounds for Cam Reddish in his 38 minutes. He's plus 10 in the real plus, 18 points. We'll take that all day, every day if we can. Thank you, Cam Reddish. 1 turnover to 3 steals. How nice is that? So 3 steals, 2 assists, 1 turnover. We just said it a second ago. Really good on the turnovers. Comment below, but I think the turnovers really something to prize today for the Lakers. D'Angelo Russell, 32 minutes, 5 of 14, wasn't hitting the shot. 0 of 3 from 3, but didn't keep taking another 2 or 3 to really push it out to 6 or be 1 of 6 or something. Sensible in pulling himself back on the 3-point attempts. 5 rebounds. He's defending well. He tapped a few balls away, tapped one down off the attacking player and out. It won't count as any sort of a steal or anything, perhaps on the stats. I hope it does. But 11 assists. So this guy is finding a way to affect winning this year a bit better without scoring. They're close wins, but he is somehow, I know people said we got to trade him, but he's trying to find a way this year to affect winning without necessarily hitting the 3. He was positive 4 for his time on. Just the 11 points, D'Angelo. Christian Wood wasn't a big game for Christian. Those who are looking, go back and have a look. 15 minutes, 1 of 4 from field goals, 0 of 2 from 3-point attempts, which is something we were looking for. We were perhaps infatuated with getting a centre who could hit the 3, and we perhaps missed out on other players, and we didn't want to use that 15th spot because we were waiting for a player maybe on the player buyout market later in the year, and instead maybe we could have rounded out the team and gone for Kelly Oubre and maybe someone else on a non-guaranteed contract. If we had to buy someone on the buyout market, maybe we could have let that player on a non-guaranteed go. But we didn't go for the Kelly Oubre. I'm not understanding why. Didn't go for the JaVale McGee. I'm not sure why there. I understand early on we thought Jackson Hayes was a bargain and we grabbed him. Let's speak about Jackson Hayes. So the Wood there, minus 11 for his 7 points. Jackson Hayes, let's go and have a look at him. 7 minutes. I thought he was a bit rough first time. They took him off. The Lakers had fallen behind 3. AD comes on and they fall behind 8. So he must have really stormed back to have such a good real plus minus at plus 17 AD. The fact he slipped back each time he came on, he punched back, counter punched, and got him back in the game really quickly every time he came on. They adjusted to him and he adjusted to the game and counter punched. 7 minutes for Hayes, 1 of 4, again 0-0. Some of our fans, our listeners have said, should he be 0-0 is his number there. And of course, Benoit Benjamin, one of the last players on the Lakers to wear 0-0. Minus 11 for just 2 points. Minus 11 for Wood. So there's 2 and the real plus minuses there. Austin Reeves, he was on, but he was on in spurts. And of course, they made spurts. So he just got a positive 3. Very handy though, 18 points, Austin Reeves, off the bench. That's 2 times off the bench, 2 wins. You're saying, hey, Big A, look what's going on, but 2 times and 2 times a win. We'll take that there, Austin Reeves. Thank you. 6-12, so the 50%. 2 or 4 from 3. 1 was massive, long 3. 4 or 4 from the foul line. Great under pressure. You'd like to see him putting for the money against Steph Curry, maybe. 4 rebounds, 4 sneaky assists. One of them was a beauty, a little one, long penetrating pass with a little spin round the defender. Just put that little bit of English on it and it spun round to AD, who runs the floor. Thank you for running the floor, AD, and thank you for looking up Austin Reeves. Max Christie got on, and look, he was good. Without scoring, he was good. Here's a guy, you talk about Wood, you talk about Hayes, they're minus 11 in the real plus each, minus 11 each. Here's a guy, Christie, only second year in, 13 minutes, 0-1 in the field goals, 0 for the 3, 0 for the free throws, obviously. Couple of rebounds, 2 defensive, 1 offensive, beautiful one offensive, and he was clever to pass it back out instead of force it back up against the Grant there, but Jeremy Grant, but he's got 0, so he's broken even. You'll take that all day from a second-year player. Come on, 13 minutes, and we end up at break even. That's great. If you can do that, we don't fall back. Don't get a long way ahead. You'll take that every day. Let's move on really quickly and have a look at the opposition. To be courteous to them, let's have a quick squiz at what they're up to. The opposition, Jeremy Grant, he was good without getting the foul line. They didn't get to the foul line much. He's got the 41 minutes, minus 15 there for his real plus. 23 points though, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. And he's got so much quicker, this guy, at hitting a 3, particularly a corner 3, catch and shoot. Jeremy Grant, I didn't know he always had that in his game. Well, at least tonight, he was pretty consistent with it, 3 of 6 from 3-pointer. That's what I think Coach Darwin Ham was hoping Anthony Davis would do this season. Take 6 and hit 3. That'd be lovely. That would stretch him. The disappointment for them is probably the trade for DeAndre Ayton. Ayton there, he looked good early, but at the end, after the whole game's over, 12 points, and that's about what he's been averaging for him. 6 of 10 on the field goals, just 7 rebounds. For those Australian supporters, Duop Reith, we said, go back, those people who watch podcasts and YouTube, we said after the World Cup, this guy missed out after Summer League with Portland. He went and played in the World Cup. We said he will get an NBA contract. We said it on this show, and sure enough, he's got a contract for all this year. He looked at times better than DeAndre Ayton, and they put some runs on with Duop Reith on the field there, on the court. This guy, Sky Mays, he's amazing, a two-way player. What a good deal. Maybe he needs a 3-point shot. He's hit 0 of 4, but he looked dangerous, had a dangerous floater. Might have taken one too many at the end, this one. 12 assists, the former two-way player. They've got so many guards hurt, but this guy's come on. He's hit 12 assists, he's hit 15 points, and to show how close he was for a two-way player to making a difference after playing such a long game, 33 minutes, he was only -1. This guy could nearly have won the game for him. Shannon Sharp, no relation to, I think, the broadcaster Sharp and former gridiron and NFL player there for the mighty Denver. But 7 of 15, 3 of 6, he looks world class. It was -10 though tonight, but 19 in the positive. So 23 for Grant, just the 12 for Ayton, 14 for Thibault. If they've got to rely on Thibault to shoot, they're in a bit of trouble, but he looked good. He hit a couple in a row tonight. 15 again, an Australian player, 15 for Mays and 19 for Sharp. Let's have a look at what's next for the Lakers. Here you go. A quick breakdown on how we went, though, before we look at what's next. In the field goal percentage, we're actually outdone a little bit today, 48 or 49% to their 50. Three-pointers, that's what really, really hurt us. Three-pointers, 4 of 19. We're going to have to, where are the three-pointers going to come from? Texas, I don't think any of the guys that are sitting on the bench, there's got to be a lot of three-pointers coming out of Shafino. But how are we going to get to all these three-pointers? A lot of pressure on Gabe Vincent. I don't know if Vando's got that many three-pointers left in him there. And LeBron, I know he's been hitting some threes, but 4 and 19. We need some scoring. How good would a Kelly Oubre have been? And maybe a little bit of those backup minutes from JaVale McGee, perhaps, if you're watching. Rob Pelinka. Anyway, 3-point percentage, 21%. That's not going to get it done, Rob. Free throws, 30 out of 37. The good news was we got to that line. The opposition got to the line 7 out of 9. They got 7 out of 9. They didn't get to the line enough. 9 free throw attempts. They might be complaining about it, but 30 of 37. And that's without LeBron and without Austin going there a stack of times where people said Austin's milking them. Wasn't tonight. They just got there. I think raw young players for the opposition, big keen to get involved. Tonight, at least one good bit of news. 41 to 38. We got them. Offensive rebounds at last. We got the 7. And they got the 5. And we got them on defensive rebounds, 34-33. A win in the rebounds for the Lakers at last. Assists, they outdid us, 29 to 27. AD, good to have a few assists there. Very good tonight. And great contribution there. Thank God they both did it from D'Angelo Russell, with a handful of assists there from Reeves. What about steals? We got 8. That's that sort of defense there. The Rui, the long arms, the Taurean Prince. What about one where he tapped it and chased it down and threw it back in when it was going out? That sort of hustle play. Well done, Taurean. That's that class. It may not make a massive difference in your real plus or actual points in the tally, but just classy enough to hang around and make a small difference because of that veteran play from Taurean Prince. Steals 8 to 2. Blocks. Can you believe it? One of the first times we've been outblocked this year. Double, 8 to 4. They blocked us more than we blocked them. 8 to 4 there. Points off turnovers. This is where we let them back in it, folks. They got 16. We got 9. 16 to 9, sorry. We've done them there. Total turnovers is where the error is. Total turnovers, 16. They got 16. We got 9. So as we said, we're way better than them. We talked about it earlier. Way better on the turnovers this game. And there's the point, 16 to 9. Points off turnovers, we got 16. But this is what hurt us, sorry. I've missed the lines. But they hurt us. Can you believe the famous Lakers, the run and gun team, 24 fast break points for Portland. 24 to 15. That's 9 easy points with possibly not much in front of you. And we let them back in the game. Well, there's 9 points of how we let them back in quick time at times. 48 points in the paint. We smashed them there. 48-68. 20 points different in the paint. AD, that's where we said he earned that money tonight. No Christian Wood helping him in the paint. A little bit of Rui maybe. But AD, he'd smashed him in the paint there, and we managed to get him the ball, force-fed him a few times. They had 25 fouls, 2 out of 11. What's next for the Lakers? Well, on the 14th of November, we're playing back at Crypto. So 2 days, 1 night rest, back there again. Sorry if that was the review. 1 night's rest and back for a game there against Memphis Grizzlies. And it's going to be part of the NBA in-season tournament. And there was a bit of nudge. I don't know if it'll be the same without Dylan Brooks. And they've got a few players out, but they've got Marcus Smart. There'll be a bit of feeling, perhaps. Lakers, Memphis Grizzlies. Second game of the in-season tournament. On in 2 days. We'll see you there. They've got to back up straight away, though. Next day, at least no travel, Crypto versus Sacramento. So Tuesday, Los Angeles, we're going to play Memphis in-season tournament. The very next day, LA versus Sacramento, but it's in LA, which is nice at Crypto. And then another 2 days later, so just on the 17th, on Friday, we've got Portland, a rematch, but we've got to get up there to Portland. So that's what's next for the Lakers. Thanks for listening. Go to the podcast. Let's get the podcast. You can't be driving all the time or watching the YouTubes. Give the podcast a go. It's on all of them: Spotify, Audible, Apple, all the good ones. Get it there and have a listen to this. Please subscribe if you like this sort of thing. You watch a lot of Lakers. Sure, you watch the others first, but you want to catch something else later, especially after a win or early in the morning when you get up and you've watched all the others. Welcome to the Larry Lakers. Thanks for watching it. Thanks for your support. Until next time, travel safe. Lakers at Crypto, the in-season tournament. The Lakers are undefeated so far in it. Can they stay that way against the Memphis Grizzlies?